Like all the videos on saigancat's channel are made possible by fans like you. Totally.
I don't believe it. How could you? I must thank you. He has been a stubborn one, but with your help, I can finally control this flesh as my own. Now that this fool has disposed of the Lord High Priest for me, the final heir is no more, and the seal of the scepter is broken. Yes, the time has come for my resurrection. Now, complete my revival to flesh and blood.
What are you doing? Let me go! If you hadn't interfered, I could have had all of Rhapthorne's power. But it's all over now. All hope is gone. Let me go! I don't want your help! No, I won't let you die. You will go on living, knowing that the brother you despised your whole life took pity on you. I won't let you have everything your own way. You're determined to disgrace me more? You! More than 10 years. It was more than 10 years ago that I first came to the Abbey, having lost my family. And you were the first person I spoke to. I had nothing. No family, no home. I was all alone and I didn't know anyone at the Abbey. You were kind to me. Just for those first few moments, you were genuinely kind. As soon as you found out who I was, it changed everything. But I never forgot that moment of kindness.
You will regret the day you saved my life.
You know, I really don't care. Do your worst. You can't hurt me anymore. Isn't this your ring? Your Templar's ring? It's yours. It means nothing to me now.
Angelo? Are you just going to let him leave? He's really badly hurt.
Such a good cutscene. Such a good cutscene. Good job, Angelo. I always give this to Angelo. Although it's actually kind of shit on him this time around, because we have him on staves. Maybe we won't give it to Angelo. Okay, so, Marcello been wrecked. It's time for the final dungeon. It's not actually, it doesn't end with the final boss, though, so, you know, light spoilers there. We do the final dungeon, and then there's some running around, and then we get to do the final boss. What in the goddess's name happened back there in the shrine? Where did that flying lump of rock spring from? We're done for, aren't we? Tell me what's going on. Someone, please! Is the inn gone? I think the inn is gone. You love how Mori's scarf moves without any indication of wind? That's because he's Mori. The scarf moves from pure manliness alone. Oh, I should have gone to Baccarat. The inn is just right there in Baccarat. I don't have to run anywhere. There we go. There we go. Still faster than walking all the way to the inn and all the way to the church in Fairbury. Ooh, you know what we haven't done yet today? Download item.
I'm so scared. I can't stand living under a sky like this. It's stained the color of blood. Does this mean we're nearing the end of our journey? Being cursed seems trivial compared to the thought of Rhapthorne ruling over the world. That's why you have to defeat him. Everyone's lives are at stake. Do you think I'll return to my normal self if you win? Or do you think I'll have to spend the rest of my days as a horse? Once everything is peaceful again, I want to travel the world together with you. Even if the curse isn't lifted. Because that way, I won't have to marry that awful man and lose you. I'd be happy to spend the rest of my life carrying you on my back and taking you wherever you wanted to go.
I'm sorry, guys. Hang on. Never mind, Perry got it. Dogs were being assholes.
If that happens, please take care of me. I'd never leave your side. I promise.
Why does the hero fall in love with a horse? The hero didn't fall in love with a horse. The hero fell in love with a princess. A princess who just happened to later get turned into a horse. She wasn't born a horse. Just remembered there's an anime that started airing called Isekai Shokudo. First episode was cozy and adorable. That does sound like my kind of show. What I really want right now is another season of Dragon Maid. Although, Mary, did you see that Interviews with Monster Girls has started airing again? It's looking like it's going to be a decent season of anime right now. Let's go to the Black Citadel. There's a couple of items in here. You need to get them during the Black Citadel. Really, the main one I'm concerned about getting is the Sage's Stone. That's the important one. So I saw that there had actually been 2 episodes that showed up since it was last airing. So I thought that it was just like the first season has gone on hiatus or something, maybe? Boom! Alright, here we are. Black Citadel. Hi, fella. Where are you going? Where are you going? We have monsters in the final dungeon running away from us. Maybe I ground way too much. We will see. We don't have access to our lineup right now, which means no Yangus, which I guess is fine. We'll fight wisely through here. I'll be kind of sad to not have Yangus around, but we can use Mori. Mori's really good. Isekai Shokudo is a show about a restaurant that's connected to a fantasy world. They serve food to both ordinary humans and fantasy creatures. I'm already sold. You don't have to say anymore. Is that one on Crunchy, or do I need to go digging for that one? We can actually really avoid our fights in here. We don't need to go after all of them. Ooh, Cameron's Codex. We definitely need to make sure that we get anything in here. A large lucky lizard. Apparently there are giant blue lizard-like dragons somewhere in the world that are supposed to bring you good fortune. Not my experience, however. A dubiously lucky dragon. Noted. Trolling in the kitchen. Trolls are... Okay, so we need to get a picture of the troll kitchen. That is in the troll dungeon. And not of major concern to us. Alright, there's a bunch of bookshelves in here. We are going to check those. But first, let's grab this. I think this is usually the map, so this should be money? Yep. Called it. Restaurant to Another World is the official title. It's on Crunchyroll. Sweet! Thank you, Mary. We will check that one out. Should they DLC stripper outfits for Jess and Red? Jess and Red are already wearing stripper outfits, Sadie. Legend has it that combining a life bracer with a certain sword will result in the creation of a most miraculous item. The only question is, which sword to use? I've devoted 30 years of my life to the study of alchemy and still haven't figured it out. Don't we have a miracle sword? And a life bracer? I'm curious. I probably don't have access to the alchemy pod here. Damn it. The Mask of Darkness. Those who wear the Phantom Mask cloak themselves in the darkness, making it more difficult for enemies to hit them. It is said that this mysterious mask is the product of the combination of a certain iron helm and a certain dark garb. Iron headgear and a dark robe. Abyss! What up, Abyss? Good to see you. How much does getting a sub get me? It's $4.99 for the subscription. I'm actually not sure what percentage of that I get. The pages of this book are filled with squashed insects. Saigan grimaces and quickly replaces the book on the shelf. None of the books appear to be particularly interesting. Well, Mary, the subscription button is fairly recent. And yes, I will now be able to check. I'm just not going to do it right now because I'm midstream. It's the winter issue of a magazine called We Love Our Weapons. Having a hard time hacking down liquid metal slimes before they can flee? You're not alone. There's only one kind of weapon for situations like this, and that's the ultimate boomerang. The Metal Wing boomerang. Not only does it let you attack multiple enemies in one throw, but it's powerful enough to damage even the hardened body of a metal king slime. Sadly, the exact composition of these metal wing boomerangs is shrouded in secrecy. All we know is that they're a combination of a certain boomerang and another powerful weapon. Very helpful. A thing and a thing, but they are nice enough to just outright tell us. So, thank you. Thank you, 3DS version of the game. It's just mean of them to give us this alchemy recipe here, and yet we don't have access to beating the damn thing until after we finish the game. Making the damn thing. Praise for the Lord of Darkness. In the margin of one of the pages is a scribbled note. If Rhapthorne succeeds in unifying the world, will we get to see all that exotic clothing from far-flung lands? I would love to feast my eyes on some of that oriental warrior wear. Apparently, you can make an outfit like that from a flowing dress, some kind of blazing robe, and a fan with a picture of the moon on it. But how do you combine those things? Oriental Wario... Wario? Wario! Flowing dress, crimson robe, and a lunar fan. Mimic King. Mori, you beast. Every time you attack your character, he yells, "Wah!" If you upped your Patreon sub, would I be willing to play Manachemia? Probably, yes. How much does Manachemia go for these days? That one's on the PS2, right? That one's not in the collection, but it is one that I'm interested in and one that I would be willing to play. 20-ish used on Amazon? Yeah, absolutely. Our Lord of Darkness, Rhapthorne, has launched his glorious new campaign to reign over the world of light. However, a pathetic would-be godbird has attempted to stand between the Dark Lord and his magnificent ambitions. Nevertheless, our mission to subdue the world of light proceeds as planned, and no one, god or man, shall stand in our way. In fact, if you want to do that, Abyss, just let me know, and I'll put it on my list right after Dragon Quest XI. A shelf full of ancient chronicles. Long ago, the world of darkness and the world of light were united as a single chaotic whole. Our great Lord Rhapthorne has begun the process that shall see the two worlds united once more. When his glorious goal is achieved, Rhapthorne will no longer be revered as the Lord of Darkness, but hailed as the Lord of all creation. It's a shelf full of ancient chronicles. The Lord of Darkness created a floating fortress to amplify his near-limitless power and act as a gateway between the worlds of light and dark. When the world between the two worlds finally opens, when the portal between the worlds finally opens, the Dark Brotherhood will flood into the world of light and fill the skies. When this comes to pass, the feeble minions of light will be annihilated. Doomsday approaches, and the poor fools can do nothing to stop it. What appears to be an old biography of some kind. There was once a mighty man known as the Big Boss. He had the appearance of a demon, and one look from his fierce eyes made any foe tremble with fear. Then one day the man encountered the goddess, our savior. Little by little, his heart became filled with love for her. Wishing to express his adoration, he gave the goddess an offering of cheese. Okay. It was such a maladroit act of worship that she fell instantly in love with him. From that day forward, the Big Boss, despite his demonic appearance, devoted himself to protecting his love and became known as the Guardian of Lovers. The Big Bad Boss shield, plus Goddess shield, plus mild cheese. Oh, now we find books that aren't interesting. It's a book of prophecies. When Chiron and Eros meet with a great bow, the result will be a god to be reckoned with. Odin's bow. Ancient superweapons. There are many weapons in the world, but the Megaton Hammer is famed as the heaviest of them all. Unfortunately, all who knew how to make this ferocious weapon have long since passed on, and the exact recipe has been forgotten. All we know is that a big axe, a big hammer, and some orichalcum are required to make the Megaton Hammer. Odin's bow is pretty... Yeah, it was really, really great on my first playthrough of the game. My first time going through the game, I had Angelo on bows, so... I have seen it before. It's a shelf full of ancient chronicles. Imperia and her pathetic human minions can muster little in the way of resistance, but caution is required when dealing with the Dragovians. They were nearly wiped out the last time they faced the Lord of Darkness in battle, so the chances of them joining the fray are slim. Still, we must determine where they have hidden themselves. There must be no surprises when Rhapthorne's day of reckoning comes. It's a book entitled The Metal King Spear. The Metal King Spear, prized champion of the spearman's arsenal, boasting exceptional strength, and this marvelous weapon can be made dint of alchemy. According to ancient recipe, there are just two ingredients, a holy lance and the best boomerang. But how does one obtain the all-important best boomerang? That is the question! Dear goddess, how do you mock us? It's the chicken and the egg. So annoying. We already checked those. Okay, we've checked all of the books. We need to finish exploring this wing. What's up, boss troll? Oh no, not boss trolls. Arena of Flames! Trying to figure out how to update the Patreon amount. I can't remember. They recently changed the layout of the site, too, so I really have no idea. But since you're doing that, let me just go ahead and put Manichemia on the list. And I will probably start in on that one next month as soon as I finish Dragon Quest XI. I'll get a copy ordered as soon as possible, too. So it can sit on the shelf and stare at me. Whisper quietly, play me. Okay, I guess we don't go this way. Such a large dungeon. If you're viewing this on YouTube, we're going to be in here for a few episodes. Ooh, why the hate against Mori? Stop! Wow! What was that all about? Oh, Jessica. Ah, Mori, come on, guys. Okay, it is time for me to take a break. Thank you for watching, everybody. When I return, we will continue delving this dungeon. All right, I'll be right back. Thanks for watching. Total supported gets updated. Abyss, that gets updated when the payments actually occur, I think. So it's just going to take a little bit for that to get updated. It should be fine. Patreon's weird that way. Alright, I will be right back. Thank you for watching, everyone.